Well, we're out here today to do this, make keys for this 2007 Suzuki Grand Vitara, and there was no, or there is no information as far as key codes are concerned in the database, so we're going to have to take this one apart and do it from scratch. So we're going to use a door lock. Looks like there's only one on the car. It's definitely not on the passenger side. So we're going to rock and roll on the driver's side. Let's get started. Yep, there's our target right there. We're going to rock and roll and remove the lock cylinder, and actually there should be some information contained on the lock that we can use to generate the key for this car. By the way, this vehicle does not use a transponder, so it's not like we got to do programming. We're just going to generate the key that will start the engine. Again, the goal is that once we generate this key, we want to be able to operate this ignition lock cylinder here to start this vehicle. Our access point right there, and we're going to use a torque screwdriver. I think that's going to be about a T30 that we're looking at to get this lock cylinder out of here. Now, we didn't have to back it all the way out, this screw. Doesn't have to back it all the way out, just far enough so that it releases the door lock cylinder, excuse me, the door lock right here. So now we're going to just pull that out. Comes out just like that. See that? Really neat, yeah? But that's the door lock on the driver's side for this Suzuki 2007 Grand Vitara. And we're going to take this and make a key for it. For you guys out there that are using various code sources, code vendors, contractors, every time you submit your information request, doesn't mean that you're going to get that information. So it's a good thing on some of these manufacturers is that they stamp the required coding information on somewhere on the lock. So you got to familiarize yourself with that kind of thing. This vehicle I mentioned to you before didn't have any information in the system that we could use to generate a key. So we're going to use the lock cylinder, and I had to take the face cap off to get to the information that I need to cut the key, which is actually stamped on this lock cylinder. You'll find it on yours as well. So when you're doing this job, realize that your information is available and you can use it to generate a key. This uses a MZ31 type keyway. You can use the Suzuki 20 on this one here as well. So here we go. We're going to cut this key for this Suzuki. I'm going to use my computer to go ahead and generate the information to carry it over to the code cutter. Punch the information in the machine. Got the key code there. We have the bitting, and we're going to go ahead and cut. Transferring information over right now. So we got our information in the machine here that we're going to use. We're going to go ahead and commence to cutting. Key cut, and now the next thing is to try it in the lock to make sure that it works. And sure enough, there we go. So we got ourselves a working key. Now we're going to try it in the ignition to make sure that the ignition doors are the same as should be, but you know how that goes. Sometimes things change and you got to be able to roll with it. In this case, I think we got a match, but we're going to give you a shot to make sure that it works. Inside the vehicle here, the final test to make sure everything works. Oh yeah, we're good to go.
Who are them?
And that's how it is. Huh? You get radio exit everything, huh? Anyway, that's how this 07 Grand Vitara Suzuki is done. Hey, thanks for watching.